All right, now I'm going to show you the Chat Lab. Chat Lab's also pretty unique, so when you're on this page, you can click Chat, or you're up in the nav, click Chat here. You can always get to it either way. And this one's pretty unique in that we have one prompt and one model we're talking to at a time, but you can swap out which model you're talking to mid-conversation, and we handle the whole formatting of the conversation on the back end and make that really seamless to you, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's ask Claude 3.5 Sonnet to create a social media post for our generative AI company. We're just going to have it create something basic, and we'll kind of pivot off of this response and show you how to swap out the models you're using. So this is the response that it came back with, lots of emojis. And so we're going to just change it over. Let's try it out with Command R. Can you make this response more creative? So it's going to take this response from Claude Sonnet, and Command R is going to change it around to be more creative. Okay, so it gave us a response. Now let's try changing it to use Llama 3.1 7dB. Okay, so can you take this response and make it shorter? Shorter. I want it to be only 2 sentences. Okay, so now Llama 3.1 is going to take that response and shorten it for us. I'm just going to keep toggling through different models here. So we have, let's go over to Gemini and say, take this response and describe an image to be used with it. Keep the description to 1 sentence. So now we're going to have it describe an image to be used with this social media post. So unlock the magic of AI with your company name. Our cutting-edge generative AI solutions empower businesses to create, innovate, and grow with unprecedented speed and precision. Okay, awesome. So now we have this image prompt here. What we can do, we have these cool tools down here that I'm going to show you in a separate video, but you can highlight that text and do text tools on them, transform the text, transform the tone, or translate it. But you can also highlight the text and generate images from it. Instead of that though, I'm going to just copy it, which we can hit this button right here, copy prompt, and then select an image model down at the bottom. So let's select stability and fire that off. So in this one conversation, we've talked to Anthropic's Claude 3.5, Cohere's Command R, Meta's Llama 3.1, Gemini, and now we're also talking to an image generator. So it created this crazy cool design of whatever digital nebula. And so now what we can do, and this is in the comparison lab as well, these ... at the top of the chat, you can either clear your chat or you can save the chat. And so we don't save your chats by default. If you want to save your chat, save it, and you can always come back to it. So once it's saved, you can come over to this tab. We auto-generate a title and tags for it. So you can edit those like this. But then you're always dropped into that Chat Lab interface once you have a saved conversation, and you can continue the conversation and continue to swap out what models that you're talking to. This is especially useful if you've been having a long conversation with one model and the context gets too high. You can then switch to a different model that has a higher context. Like for example, Google's Gemini models have a huge context, so you can continue that conversation with a different model that allows for longer conversations. So that is the Chat Lab. Now I'm going to go into how to use some of our built-in tools.